At this time, our band will play the national anthem.
You all may be seated. Now, let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to gather here today. Thank you for sheltering us for these many years, guiding us through our successes, and helping us with our troubles. I pray today, Lord, that from this moment on, whenever we stray away from our paths, that we can clearly hear your voice leading us to where we need to go. Lord, I ask for you to protect each person in here today, to let your favor shine upon us, and to help us live the life you've called on us to live. I thank you for all your blessings, and I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Broken down and tired, living life on a merry-go-round. You can find the fire, but I see in you, we can walk it out. Mountains, we can walk it out. Mountains, and I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. And the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. I know you feel like dying, but I see in you, we can walk it out and move mountains. We can walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise.
On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, I would like to welcome each of you to the 2018 Eastside High School graduation ceremony. Each of these students has spent many years preparing for this special day, and I'd like to thank the parents, guardians, friends, relatives, and staff for your dedication to each of our graduates and for all that you've done to make it possible to reach this milestone. I'd like to recognize our distinguished guests in attendance and ask each of them to stand and be recognized as I call their name. School Board Representative from District 1, Ms. Martha Jett. Also from District 1, Mr. Herbert Short. From District 3, Ms. Donnice Kern. From our district, District 4, Chairman Mr. Larry Greer. And also from District 4, Dr. Mark Raymond. And our Superintendent, Dr. Greg Mullins. Before we begin the ceremony, I want to express my appreciation for our staff and their contributions that made this day possible for our students. To borrow a quote from Teddy Roosevelt, "The best leader is the one who has sense enough to pick good people to do what he wants done, and the self-restraint to keep from meddling with them while they do it." So we're fortunate at Eastside to have a great staff, and I do my best to stay out of their way and support them as best I can. Every staff member is important in contributing to the success of our students, but I especially feel the need to thank some staff members that made this day possible. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. We have 3 teachers that plan to retire this year, and they take 82 years of combined experience with them when they leave us. This will be their last graduation ceremony as part of our faculty, and they will be greatly missed. Miss Vicki Stidham, Miss Missy Tennell, and Miss Diana Whittle, please stand. For all that they have done to make your senior year special and make this event possible, Miss Talina Powers and Miss Mama Hope Cloud, please stand. Sponsors of the senior team, Ms. Jaquita Laney, her family members, and the SCA, please stand. Our ECMC sponsors, Ms. Kristen McReynolds, Ms. Lynn Ramey, and Ms. Allison Sutherland. My lead teacher and AD, Coach Patrick Dameron. I'm not sure if he's in the building right now. Officer Crabtree, are you here? We'll give him a round of applause. Our guidance department, Miss Kristen, Miss Reynolds, and Miss Michelle Phillips. And the 3 people that keep everything running smoothly, Mr. James Slimp, Miss Nora Slimp, and Miss Melissa Thorpe. Please stand. And last but definitely not least, with all the faculty, please stand and let us recognize you. Please stand. This year, Eastside is honored to have Valedictorian Ashlyn Jones and Salutatorian Jamie Salyers to represent the class of 2018. Valedictorian Ashlyn Jones has earned a grade point average of 4.42. She's the daughter of Stephen and Deandra Jones of Wise. Steve and Dee, y'all please stand. Ashlyn will be attending the University of Virginia's College of Wise and plans to pursue a degree in biology. Salutatorian Jamie Salyers has earned a grade point average of 4.35. She's the daughter of Jody and Melissa Salyers of St. Paul. Jody and Melissa, would you please stand? Jamie will be attending the University of Virginia's College of Wise and plans to pursue a degree in psychology. At this time, I'd like to recognize the top 10 students for the class of 2018. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing. And if you would, everyone please hold your applause until all names are called. The students are as follows in alphabetical order without regard to rank. Lou Ball, Benjamin Broyles, Rosalind Ham, Sean Johnson, Ashlyn Jones, Grace McCowan, Lindsay Meade, Melissa Meade, Alexandria Mullins, and Jamie Sager. Congratulations and good luck to you. Eastside High School is the proud sponsor of a scholarship that only 8 schools in the state of Virginia are a part of. It's the Educational Credit Management Corporation Scholarship. These students will receive a $6,000 scholarship. These students are as follows, and again, please remain standing, and again, please hold your applause till all the names are called. The ECMC scholars are Connor Barnett, Gabby Collins, Rosalind Ham, Sean Johnson, Ashlyn Jones, Luke Lawson, Rachel McCallum, Melissa Meade, Charity Pridemore, and Aaron Williams. Congratulations. Eastside High School had 11 students with a general education certificate from Mountain Empire Community College. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing, and please hold your applause until all names are called. Patrick Alcantara Roberts, Gabrielle Collins, Sean Johnson, Grace McCowan, Lindsay Meade, Melissa Meade, Alexandria Mullins, Haley Nelson, Jamie Salyers, Kaylee Steele, and Colin Sturgeon. Okay, each graduating class is special in their own way. You're special to me because we came in together 4 years ago. You were freshmen, and I was a rookie principal. I've been so fortunate to be known as your principal, and my pleasure. At this point in the speech, I usually try to name all of your accomplishments that you've achieved this year and over the 4 years of your career, which includes 5 state championships and a state runner-up finish. But we would be here for a couple of hours if I went through all the wins, all the titles, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I want to brag on you for the way that you represent the communities of St. Paul and Coburn. You carry yourselves in a confident but not showy manner, not a hot dog. You compete, you battle, you never give up. You take on hardships and unfortunate events, you take it in stride, you don't walk around crying like, So you keep on going without blaming somebody else for whining about it. And you've been so successful and done so many things the right way that people across this state and our area recognize Eastside High School. Now I'm going to share one little story with you, and I'm not real good at telling stories, but we'll try this one. I could probably ask the students to demonstrate my regular face, my happy face, my mad face. My daughter has a name for it, but I really can't tell you that one. But if you can't see me, it's the same. So my wife and I were sitting at the Arby's Classic basketball tournament. We're sitting among some people that don't even know us or know where we are from. Our team's warming up, the other team's warming up, and we're playing against a very athletic-looking team from the Bahamas that had played in this tournament before. And I could hear them talking. Who's Eastside? Where are they from? To sum things up, they did not think we had a prayer to compete in this game, and in some ways I was worried too after watching this bunch warm up. Well, as the game progressed, we were doing pretty well, and I could still hear them talking. These guys aren't bad at all. I could say, where are they from? That number's so-and-so. He can play. And it was all I could do to keep my head from just swelling with pride, and I had this big grin on my face trying to hide it. And this is the guy that never smiles and had the same look, but I was just so proud of him. Now, we didn't win the game. We didn't, but I was just proud to hear people comment about our kids, our students, and how you represented us. And they had never heard of Eastside before, but I'm sure they left that place with a positive impression because of the way you represented us. And that's not just basketball, it's theater, forensics, everything we do. And I'm so proud of it. Academically, we've been awarded tens of thousands of dollars in scholarships. We have 33 members of this class that have earned advanced diplomas. 36 students had a GPA of 3.5 or higher and are members of the National Honor Society. Would you members of the Honor Society please stand at this time and be recognized? We had 46 named scholars. That's almost half our class. They received their stoles today. If you were given those today and you're named scholar, would you please stand at this time? So again, it's been another outstanding year for Eastside in terms of our achievement. You've maintained the tradition that's been established by earlier graduates, and you've truly set some high standards that will be difficult to top. Today is a landmark day for you and your families. You made it. We did it. I once described today as a memorable, but honestly, I can't remember anything from my graduation. I don't know if it's where I'm 50 years old, or what, but I can't remember a single word the speaker said, so I'll try to hurry and be brief so you can get to the part you've been waiting for since kindergarten to get that diploma. But this is a landmark day in your life. And I think it's because all the emotions in this building now, your emotions, your families, ours, we're sharing many of them today. There's joy and celebration over what all you've done. There's fear and uncertainty about what happens next. There's sadness from you guys as you watch these videos and this chapter closes and your parents have seen their babies all grown up now. And there's a pride that's going to be filling us when you walk across that stage in a few minutes. And finally, there may even be some thankfulness and relief for you, your families, and us, as in, I don't know how we got them through, but okay, we're tickled for you. I usually talk about this being your day, and it is your day, but as I experience more of these graduations, I'm kind of leaning towards it being more of our day. It's a chance for us not to focus on what we didn't do, so let's don't do that today. But let's focus on what we did do and how we grew and how we learned from mistakes we made, how we kept moving forward, and how we learned from each one. I believe that the individuals in our school, we're experts at taking that step. We move forward and make the best of the situation that we're presented with. And I think and hope that you learned some of that from our community, our families, and our staff. I'm so proud of our ability to do that. But I want to caution us of the need to pause and reflect on what we have done and not just move on to what's next. And I am the world's worst at that, as demonstrated by that face I have all the time. Just what's next, okay? But now's the time for us to celebrate. It's time for us to smile. It's time for us to have joy and pride. And as I mentioned earlier, our students and staff accomplished so many great things. And to be honest with you, I haven't taken that time to celebrate. So students, please celebrate your day and let us celebrate with you. And as this day marks the starting point of a new chapter in your life, please realize that this is an opportunity for you to build on what you've done and take advantage of that hard work that you've done to put yourself in position for continued celebrations like this. Or realize that you've got a fresh start today and take advantage of the lessons you've learned. In other words, at this point, anything's possible for all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I close, I'd like to leave you with these words from Colin Powell that I believe represent why we're here today. Success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence. Students, I hope that we've had a part in your success that you celebrate today. Eastside class of 2018, this is your day and our opportunity to celebrate it with you. I'm truly happy for you. I'm proud of you and thankful for this chance to smile for the first time in weeks. Okay? It's been such an honor for me to be called your principal. Again, not because of all that you've done, but just because you're just a great bunch of young men and women. Congratulations, and I wish you nothing but the best to each and every one of you. Now for our salutatory address, Ms. Jamie Sager.
Good evening, parents, family, friends, and classmates. Today is the day that we've been looking forward to for nearly all of our lives. The senior class of 2018 is different from any other class to graduate before us. We are each unique in our own ways. The Eastside High School senior class of 2018 fits together much like puzzle pieces that were made for each other. We have each brought forth strengths and differences that complement each other. By recognizing each other's abilities and adjusting to our own, we were able to make the unimaginable attainable. We were able to take each of our unique qualities and work together to form one superpower. Some of us are the athletes like Colin and Hannah. Some like Ashlyn and Lou are the brains, and some of us are both. Some of us are the leaders while others are followers. Each morning, some of us, like Austin Gross and Harold Lunsford, showed up to Schoolhouse Hill looking just for fun and enjoyment, while some of us were searching for an education with no time for play. Some of us were quiet, like Suzanne and Patrick, while some of us, well, were not. Some of us, like Noah or New, and some of the graduating class started together in kindergarten, like Connor and Cole. Some of us heard Laurel and some of us heard Yanni. Some of us felt that we played a huge role in the senior class, like Adriana, while others felt like they were just trying to remain unseen, like Bree. Some of us, like Brianna Collins and Seth Coleman, thought that going until Christmas was enough for 1 year, while some of us, like Grace, decided to come back for a whole nother semester just for Calculus 2. Some, like Gabby, decided to wreck a car about once a month, while some of us, like Ben, tended to drive so slowly that the possibility of wrecking ceased to exist. Today, some of us, like Emily Lee, are crying, thinking of the wonderful memories made. Others, like Summer, are waiting to jump up and thank God that we just made it to today. No matter how we got here, we all needed encouragement at some time or another, and we're blessed to have the correct people around us. We could not have made it to this day without each other, our friends, family, and teachers. We have pushed each other to excel to a level we never thought possible and have achieved so much more for this sole reason. Some of us even say that we have been lost in high school without our friends. We can each recall a time when we had to turn to someone else to help us along. Our memories of high school are what they are because of the support systems we have had. Our dreams and passions would have been long forgotten without our support systems. Even the times when we thought we had the world figured out, we would hit a roadblock and need some help getting around it. This is the first time that each of us and our entire support system have been in the same building together, and it will also be the last. Today is not only a day to say congratulations to the graduates, but also thank you to the people who got us here today. So thank you, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, family, friends, and teachers. Congratulations, class of 2018. We made it.
Thank you, Jamie. And now for our valedictory address, Ms. Ashlyn Jones.
Mr. Crutchfield, Mr. Dameron, Dr. Mullins, school board members, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. The day that we have been waiting for is finally here. Even though we did not start this journey together, we have all gathered in this room to end our journey that lasted 13 years, or 2,340 days, or 16,380 hours, or 982,800 minutes. Truthfully, for most of us, the journey was not that long. Only Aaron Williams and Melissa Mead showed up all of those days from start to end. I know that we are all anxious to leave this ceremony and begin our lives as adults, so I will try to keep this brief. Over the past 4 years, we have learned many different lessons from our teachers. Mr. Carter taught us about past civilizations and the value of a sticker. Ms. Withen taught us about life and that different opinions are not always a bad thing. And Ms. Powers gave us life advice even when we necessarily did not want to hear it. The most memorable being to Gabby Collins, who wrecked her car 4 times, and Lou Ball, who refused to call the cops when she crashed. These lessons will no doubt be vital to our success in the future. However, the most important lesson that we've learned over the past 4 years is to balance our lives. We never truly had to learn this balance until high school, when schoolwork, extracurricular activities, jobs, and friends began wanting to take up all of our time. I know from personal experience that I've gotten a lot less sleep since junior year. I'm also going to assume that most athletes had to decide which aspects to focus on. Our time and energy are unfortunately limited, and because we are teenagers, it's safe to assume our social lives did not suffer. Balance is difficult to find when schedules are set, but if nothing gives, performance on every task lessens, as our mind is frequently drawn from the task at hand to the list of responsibilities we have to address. However, it is not our athletics or other extracurricular activities that suffered from improper focus during our time at Eastside High School. The class of 2018 has helped the Spartans earn many titles in forensics, basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball, and football. One act has come in first at state every year since we've been in high school. Some of you have signed to continue this tradition at a collegiate level, including Colin Sturgill, Luke Lawson, Lacey King, and Hannah Larrick.
There's also the issue of jobs taking away some focus from school. This is not always a bad thing, though, due to many members of our class going directly into the workforce or military after today. I can only say to you that you should remember to keep your life balanced between work and fun, and as Ms. Powers tends to say, life is too long to do something you don't actually enjoy. Finally, the hardest part of life is to balance the desire to be with your friends all the time. Personally, I can't get anything done around them. Exhibit A was when I tried to write the speech for 3 days and didn't do anything, and finished it in a couple hours once I was alone. So with that in mind, remember that hanging out with friends may be fun, but it's not when you're most productive. So, unless it's group work, also known as the best kind of work, it may be done better alone. Our academics obviously have not suffered though, because the high school environment allows us to multitask. This can be seen by the 3 graduates from the UVAY's Early College Academy and the 11 students graduating with associate's degrees from Mountain Empire Community College. Now that the lesson has been laid out, I would like to thank a few people that helped us learn that balance is the key to success. First, I would like to thank Madison Powers, who told me that I would get something done if I would stop constantly watching Netflix. I would also like to thank Rosalind Ham for helping me time out that I can type 1 page every 10 minutes, which helps me schedule my Netflix shows. Finally, and most seriously, I would like to thank all the teachers for helping the entire class learning that we are capable of overcoming obstacles that are placed in front of us, or at least enough to earn a diploma, which has to mean something. Lastly, I would like to mention a few people that we should all remember as we continue through graduation activities. For some, this will bring up harsh memories, but if you have to retake college chemistry, remember Sarah Sawyers, and it will be relatively easily because her class was harder than my college final. Also, please remember Miss Tennell and Miss Sidham because they decided that when our class graduated, it was time to leave on a high note. Finally, we should all remember to still check the Wise County Public Schools Facebook page comment section when it's time to close school, so we continue to receive recipes such as the one for buffalo chicken dip. In just a few minutes, we will all be high school graduates. We will all be hugging and saying goodbye. There may be tears, but I hope to see some of you again. As a couple of final thoughts, I would first like to leave you with a quote from Ellen DeGeneres that says, "Never follow anyone else's path, unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path. Then by all means follow that one. Make your own mark on the world, and don't be afraid to get lost every once in a while, but ignore this advice if you're hiking because search and rescue gets busy sometimes. And finally, I would like to say that all the good things must come to an end, but I wouldn't want to end with any other people or be at any other time. Because now I know that the best thing in life comes in threes, such as the friends, dreams, and memories we made over the past 4 years at Eastside High School. Congratulations, Eastside Class of 2018. We finally made it. Thank you all for joining us for this final step in our current life adventure as we prepare to part ways and discover who we truly are.
Thank you, Ashley. At this time, I'll call Coach Dameron up and we'll present to you the class of 2018.
Would the first row please stand? Patrick James Alcantara Roberts. Lacey Irene Austin. Luvina Laura Letha Ball. Connor Shane Barnett. Kayla Leanne Barnett. Keaton Seth Bowles. Benjamin Scott Broyles. Hannah Lachey Buchanan. Dion Carlos Caldwell. Harley Lee Carrico. Ariel Brooke Childress. Raleigh Carrington Clark.
Austin Carly.
David Seth Coleman. Brianna Brianna Cheyenne Collins. Gabrielle Faye Collins. Brian Keith Edwards. Lindsay Brianna Fuller. Macy Elizabeth Funk. Christopher Lee Gibson. Austin Harley Gross. Derek Thornton Hall. Elizabeth Ann Hall. Roslyn Chantil Ham. Kaylin Ray Harmon. Gregory Cole Harness. Hunter John Michael Harrison. Christopher Bailey Hinkle. William Nathan Holbrook. John Davis Hewitt. Jonathan Andrew Huffman. Zachary Tyler Hyatt. Sean Patrick Johnson. Valedictorian Ashlyn Nicole Jones. Tristan Durand Kennedy. Adam Blake Ketron. Alexis Jane King. Hayden Clark Lane. David Luke Lawson. Emily Rose Lee. Summer Marie Lee. Hunter Lee Lunsford. William Kenneth Lunsford. James Ray Main. Chad Matthew Markham. Michaela Lynn Markham. Adriana Lauren McCanan. James Matthew McCarty. Grace Elizabeth McCowan. Rachel Ann McCowan. Taylor Grace McCoy. Lindsay Hannah Meade. Melissa Danielle Meade. Willie Jean Meade. Adriana Dakota Miller. Dakota Keith Moore. Emily Faith Moore. Kiara Lee Moore. Lucas Tyler Moore. Brooke Jesna Morgan. Alexandria Gail Mullins. Nicholas Isaiah Mullins. Rihanna Jade Mullins. Haley Paige Nelson. John Lloyd Osborne. Jeremy Allen Dwayne Piercy. Logan Matthew Porter. Charity Lynn Pridemore. Raybon. Haley Brooke Ramey. Noah Austin Rasnick. Christian Blake Roten. Drew Anthony Richards. Ryan Andrew Richardson. Chloe Elizabeth Green. Samuel Aaron Ruff. Hannah Brooke Salyers. Salutatorian Jamie Lee Salyers. Suzanne Marlene Shearer. Kaylee Faith Sexton. Stephen Blake Sexton. Ryan Scott Schaefer. Ethan Gordon Shelton. Anna Grace Skeens. Mackenzie Lynn Slint. Matthew Jacob Sluss. Michaela Lynn Smith. Mackenzie Jade Spears. Tori Elizabeth Stevens. Kaylee Bell Patterson Steele. Samantha James Stoops. Colin Dean Sturgill. Julian Chase Alex Sturgill. Kenneth Dalton Sturgill. Haley Rianne Tankersley. Marshara Nicole Thompson. Stephen Benjamin Triplett. Austin John Vanover. Aaron Lowell Williams. Dylan Michael Winslow. Sean Luke Woods. Madison Lynn Wright. Hannah Nicole Wyrick.
For the class of 2018, please rise. The hour of graduation has arrived. It is right and seemly that at this hour you publicly declare your purpose, and I claim for you who become graduates of this school, I pledge, I ask you to repeat after me. With a solemn sense of my responsibility, I pledge myself to hold my diploma as a sacred trust, an emblem of my obligation to serve, with honor to myself, in generous loyalty to our school, and with fidelity to our school, and my fellow man. At this time, you may move your tassel to the left side. Congratulations, you're graduating.